5 secrets to being super productive, implementing more of your ideas, and building your business faster. The Build Success System. This is Ron Guzik. All small business owners want to get more done, to put into practice more of their best business building ideas, to build their business faster and better, and be more successful. However, things get in the way. Snags and glitches and daunting day-to-day challenges seem to hold back your well-thought-out plans to boost your productivity. You know what you want to do, but you keep not getting it done. It may seem like the classic 1 step forward, 2 steps back. For many years, I myself struggled with this quandary in my previous business projects. Finally, I decided I would search out the most effective, leading-edge techniques for becoming more productive, so I could implement more of my ideas and be more successful. What I learned over time goes far beyond your standard time management tips for making to-do lists and setting priorities. I learned, in effect, the underlying or real reasons that people in business lag far behind the productivity and success they are hoping for. Here are the 5 secrets that I discovered. As an ensemble, I call this the Build, B-U-I-L-D, Success System. B. Believe you can get better. This is probably the simplest but most overlooked secret to success. To get better, you first have to believe you can do it. Especially is this true in the areas where you struggle the most, with the things that hold you back. Without this important belief, you'll stay stuck in your current level of skill or expertise. When you finally believe you can get better and take action to sharpen your skills in whatever area, time management, procrastination, for example, people management, financial management, marketing, etc., that's when you'll break through to genuine progress. Carol Dweck, in her book Mindsets, The New Psychology of Success, calls this the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. The fixed mindset tells you your weaknesses are set in stone and cannot be changed. The growth mindset says, no, you can learn and you can get better. The growth mindset, she writes, is based on the belief that everyone can change and grow through application and experience. A much healthier way to think. How to start to make this switch? To acquire what I call the I can get better mindset, start by noticing if you actually believe you can become more productive and better at implementation. Or are you telling yourself, I'm just not good at that, whatever that is. Next, recall areas of your life where you started out with minimal or weak skills, and yet you learned. Perhaps you were a major procrastinator, but now, after some deliberate steps, you found that you can indeed take action when you need to do so. Or maybe you once felt you could not speak in front of a group of people to save your life. You'd rather have a root canal done with no Novocaine than give a speech. But then, slowly, you started giving talks to a few people and worked your way up to being able to handle yourself in front of larger groups. Or again, perhaps you felt out of place at networking events. Gradually, however, you came up with a pretty good elevator speech, practiced it at home or with a friend or mate, and learned to effectively work a room. By reminding yourself how in certain areas you started with weak skills, but over time got better, you will reinforce the I can get better or growth mindset. You uncover your limiting mental models. Your mental models, or beliefs, are your internal maps of the world. They define what is possible. They guide your day-to-day behaviors. They either support increasing productivity through implementation of your best ideas, or they hinder this effort. Instead of trying to argue with yourself over whether your current beliefs are true or not, learn to assess whether they are holding you back from achieving your goals, or supporting you in reaching those goals. Realize that your mental models guide all your decisions and actions. They shape your belief about what is possible for you to achieve. To move beyond your current rate of improvement, you have to change the picture of what you believe is possible. Otherwise, you won't even try to improve, or at best, you'll only make a half-hearted effort. Take, for instance, an attitude towards money. Typical beliefs include these. It takes hard work to make money. Rich people are bad because they got there through greed. It takes money to make money. Or maybe even, money is the root of all evil. This last is a misquote from the Bible. The actual verse says, the love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy 6:10. Your mental models are often unconscious. You don't, for instance, go around saying, it takes hard work to make money. However, your actions show that this is what you believe. You learned most of your mental models as a child. You learned them from parents or uncles or teachers. A racial prejudice is an example. By tuning into your self-talk, you will be able to uncover your mental models or beliefs. Then they will be out there for you to inspect and judge. Remember, you can only change what you uncover and examine. This is what Socrates meant when he said, the unexamined life is not worth living, from Plato's Apology. I. Improve your emotional resiliency. Emotional resiliency is the key to implementing change strategies to achieve super productivity. This is the bounce back skill. It's the basis for staying motivated, getting things done, working well with people. We all know how a bad moment or a bad day can throw us completely off track. You lose motivation, you drag in taking the actions you know you need to reach your goals. Emotional resiliency will help you cut through your negative feelings and get your day or your week back on track. This technique relies on overall emotional intelligence, as it is often called. It includes self-awareness, self-motivation, the capacity to manage your feelings and your reactions to others' comments and behaviors. When the winds of adversity blow down hard, you will be better able to withstand the storms and bounce back. This means you'll get back more quickly to working towards your goals. You won't stay stuck in gloom and doom. Let's say your company has a contract to provide a service, such as painting an entire apartment complex. You've asked for a deposit of 30% on the job. That deposit will allow you to buy all the materials you need without borrowing from the bank. But the client says no, nothing down, all payments will be made when the work is finished. A big blow. If your emotional resiliency is working for you, you'll be able to get through your initial downbeat reaction and figure out what to do. Or perhaps, if the client's payment track record is good, you'll decide to front the materials and keep trucking. Or give up the job and aggressively seek another contract in town, and feel okay about it either way. Once you can identify your feelings, it will be easier to release them. So focus your attention on what's going on inside of you. Are you feeling sad, disappointed, annoyed, angry, or anxious and afraid? Or some combination of these? Personally, I like to focus my attention on my body sensations and breathe into that part of my body. Head, heart, abdomen, etc. I visualize the negative feeling leaving my body and I feel better. For a more detailed description of this technique, see the book The Sedona Method by Hale Dwoskin. Other ways to develop better emotional skills are through journaling, sharing feelings with others, and working through programs such as Marshall Rosenberg's nonviolent communication. L. Look forward towards your goals. Here I am talking about the kind of focused intention that will keep you on track and moving towards your goals. By focusing your attention on what you want in life instead of on what you don't want, that is, your current problems, you'll improve your chances of reaching your goals. Many of us spend a whole lot of time talking about how our lives are not what we want. This seems natural and normal. And it does take quite an effort to shift our focus away from the negatives and towards the best outcomes we desire for ourselves, our family, and our work life. Try this. Draw a circle on a sheet of paper. Next, draw a line down the center. Write on the left side all the things that are not so great in your life. Write on the right side all the things you're happy about. Cover the right side with an opaque sheet of paper so that only the left side, the negative, is visible. How does looking at just this side make you feel? Now cover the left side in the same way and focus your attention on the positives and see how you feel. Quite a different feeling, isn't it? Wouldn't it make sense to put most of your energy and focus into seeing the positives? Wouldn't that help you cope better with the negatives rather than putting all your energy into focusing on those negatives? After this experiment, watch yourself day by day. See where you are focusing most of your attention. Is it on the positives in your life or on the negatives? Consciously decide that you will spend more time focusing on the positives and celebrating them. You will soon be convinced that it's the positive focus rather than the negative focus that will truly move you down the track towards your goals. D. Delight in your progress. Along your journey to success, there can indeed be many obstacles to overcome. Bashing away at these obstacles can sap your energy and your motivation. This is why it is especially important to delight in your progress and your accomplishments. Cultivating the simple habit of finding satisfaction in your progress will boost your morale, increase your motivation, and move you forward towards success. So delight in the journey. Celebrate every bit of progress along the way. In other words, be happy now. Don't fall for the illusion that you'll only be happy after I am finally successful. That's a bear trap. Harvard professor Sean Aiken, in his book The Happiness Advantage, shares research that shows that most people have got the formula wrong. The majority think that happiness will come to them when they become successful. Conventional wisdom holds, Aiken writes, that if we work hard, we will be more successful. And if we are more successful, then we'll be happy. If we can just find that great job, win that next promotion, lose those 5 pounds, happiness will follow. But recent discoveries in the field of positive psychology have shown that this formula is actually backward. Happiness fuels success, not the other way around. Aiken continues, when we are positive, our brains become more engaged, creative, motivated, energetic, resilient, and productive at work. This isn't just an empty mantra. This discovery has been repeatedly borne out by rigorous research in psychology and neuroscience, management studies, and the bottom line of organizations around the world. A version of this delighting in your progress step is taught in virtually every management system today, but few people actually grab onto it and do it. Somehow we skip the step of feeling grateful or giving thanks or celebrating the small successes. Don't shortchange yourself. Do the step. Celebrate a bit when you cross off key items on your to-do list. Tell yourself, even out loud, good work, great job. Stop being one of those people who simply move on to the next item without realizing that they've accomplished something worthwhile. Doing so will mean you'll actually lose rather than gain the energy you need to knock aside the next obstacle in your path. Delight in your progress and feel good about yourself. The B-U-I-L-D, success system works. You want to B, believe you can get better. U, uncover your limiting mental models or beliefs. I, improve your emotional resiliency. L, look forward towards your goals. D, delight in your progress. That's the path to putting your best ideas into action, increasing your productivity, building your business faster, and tasting success.